All right, welcome everybody. How are you all doing this beautiful Friday evening? Probably Saturday morning somewhere for you also in the world. It has been another absolutely gorgeous day of trading. Just kind of expecting. So if we go over our notes, I did post this emergency note up here. And I still think this still applies. We are on this TD9. It's bleeding out. This is trying to flip. So you see this down here. We're trying to flip this TD9. We have a bleeding out TD9. Threw in a spinning top candle, doing another spinning top candle. The weakness stuck on the 7MA. I still think this is going to break out and come up just a little bit, give us a little bit of a retrace. The reason why is we're also putting in an imperfected 9 on the 6 hour. So we got an imperfected 9 working on the 6 hour. Our 12 hours still doing a whole lot of nothing. So, but I do see some bounce happening and we need it. We need to reset both of these 9s on the 6 hour and the 4 hour. So I am expecting a little bit of up here, right? And we know that our count that we've had, we've been counting this out as a subwave right here, right? We're counting this out as a subwave of 3. This is our 3 wave, and we're in the subwave of the 3 wave. So this is wave 1, 2. This is our wave 3 in here of this internal 3. So you got 1, 2, 3. This is probably wave 4 up here. It can retrace all the way up to 3360. We have that on our notes right here. Summer, we have flipped the 33.9 and this to resistance. Now resistance is 33.59, so 33.59 points right to the bottom. This would be the bottom of wave 1 right here. So I still think this is the bottom of wave 1. I don't think we'll retrace any higher than this. I think we'll come up here. The volume already fizzling out. Seriously, this is bad volume right here, right? This is the volume is just completely taking a piss on us. So just keep an eye on this volume as it's dropping out. Look, price is moving up, volume's headed south. We know this is bearish. It still wants to reset here though. We just need one little baby push to flip this to a green 1. We could do the same thing. Now this might take a couple candles. You know, you might take 1 or 2 candles, maybe a down again a little bit and a little bit up again until it gets over here, right? This is kind of like Shill after a really big party he goes out to. He brings home 3 or 4 hookers. Can't keep it up all night. He's got to go get a little help. This is how he manhandles those females. One day I want to grow up and be just like Shill Gates, dude. That guy is a pimp. Dude, Shill, keep up the good work, brother. All right, so now this is still 1, 2, looking for a 3. Internal wave, 1, 2, looking for some kind of 3 in here. Ending up with a 4. Actually, this could be only a wave 1 of this wave 3. Looking for the wave 4, still down here a little lower. And then 5 to terminate up. I still think, that's right, don't shoot him in the eye. So I still think we are looking for our bounce down at 3K. We're still looking for the bounce down here at 3K. This is where the easy pickings is. This is where all the support is. We've gone over this, people. We've showed you all the support lines, everything that gives you the support down in this level. So we are still, we are on our 200 MA. It is giving us a little bit of a push in the backside, and it can't keep up, right? So let's break ourselves out into the weekly here. We hit the 200 MA, gave us a little nice bounce, right? Now, one of the things we want to do is we want to go all the way back. Let's go all the way back to 2014, peeps. All right, so here's 2014 right here. You see the 200 MA as it strikes across, right? We did not get shut down by the 200 MA. We snapped right through it. We snapped a massive candle right through the 200 MA as it was just riding the bottom of this right here. This wick that broke south on us of the 200 MA was absolutely devastating. All right, if you were in this trade in a long thinking that, you know, this was the bottom, I mean, God, everybody probably, oh, it's the bottom. Oh, my God, the bottom. Oh, my God, we're at the bottom, right? It's never going to fall again. And, you know, we had this massive capitulation here, this huge capitulation wick, right? Now, we all know where Baby Bull Jesus lives. Baby Bull Jesus lives right here. And if you want to know how we know that, you just go over to your Gaussian trend line. You bring your Gaussian trend line up. And look, there it is. You want to know exactly. There's Baby Bull Jesus, right? Look, Gaussian trend line. We've talked about this. Called the top, called the top, called the bottom. And, oh my God, called the top. And it is going to call the bottom again, right? And this is where baby Bull Jesus lives. He lives right down here. Right now, his trailer is parked over. And if baby Bull Jesus lives in a trailer park, that park is parked at 2325 Shady Lane Acres. This is where you're going to go find baby Bull Jesus. Just make sure you take a nice cold 6-pack of beer. But don't take barbecue sauce. He'll get completely offended. Not nice to take barbecue sauce to baby Bull Jesus' house. He thinks you're going to cook him up like some ribs. Okay? Just make sure you wear a shirt that says, "I love chicken." Right? I love chicken. That's all you got to do. Wear a Colonel Sanders shirt. He loves that. He will be the guy there helping you dish out the 10-piece chicken nuggets. So this is where baby Bull Jesus lives. We know this. This is where I am still expecting us to drop. I'm expecting us to be in between 2K, 2750 for our big bounce out of here, right? We look back on our monthly support. This is our weekly support. Here's all our weekly support. Look at this heavy weekly support here at 3K. I am still expecting a bounce here at 3K, right? But let's go back and take a look what happened on the weekly back when we found baby Bull Jesus, right? When we found baby Bull Jesus, when we hit that 200 down here, we had a capitulation candle. We have not capitulated. No capitulation, right? We're going to throw this on the 3-day chart. I want to put this on the 3-day chart to show you what happened here during the capitulation phase and show you the comparisons of where we're at today. Look, we're on a bleeding 9 on the 3-day. 3-day, 9, bleeding out. Capitulation candle still didn't hit the bottom right there. You go to today. Where are we at over here today? All right, here we are today. A bleeding 9. Look, same thing. Let me take this off here. There's that bleeding 9. This bleeding 9, I do not expect it to hit the bottom, right? I do not expect, look where the bottom of this is, 1900. I have told everybody over and over and over, if we hit $1,900, if we break into that lower category and strike up a 1 on the front of Bitcoin, we are all screwed for 2019. 2019, we will be lucky if we get over 5K in 2019. We cannot break this area. The problem is as you go back and you look into the previous, right? You go back and you look into the previous falls, we don't want to be in this one. This is the one I don't want to be in right here, right? We don't want to be in this one. We are looking like we're exactly in the same place that we were, right? Where is it at? Here it is. Exactly the same place that we were back in 2014. Look at all the similarities. We have the bleeding 3-day, right? Let me pull off the Gaussian trend line. We're going to pull off the Gaussian. Look at the cross. Dude, I have been warning everyone. Everybody, this death cross is the end of us, right? This was the 7 and the 100 death cross. How many weeks have I been telling all you guys? There is the same exact death cross, right? The same exact death cross. Now, the bad news is that there is actually more death crosses that are parked right over on top of us, right? It's not the one I want. I want this 6MA here. I'm going to bring up my 30, AMA 120. So I'll just bring up my 30. So we are going to get a second stacked death cross between the 30 and the 100. And depending if this bounces, irregardless if this bounces out or not, it is going to touch and cross within 2 weeks. So we are going to have another death cross. That's always when you have the lower moving average cross over or on top of the higher moving average. So you got the 30 and the 100. We just had the 7 and the 100, right? And we've got to be very careful because here it is, the same thing, right? There that is right there. This is when we had the 7. I'm sorry, this is when we have the 30 cross over the 100, right? You did get a couple smackdowns. You guys got the beat down pretty hard, right? This tried to break out of here. You got the death cross. The death cross slapped it back down, right? Like a crooked-eyed woman. And, dude, she just got right back up and just knocked your teeth right out of your head. Oh my God, dude. Seriously, do not mess with females. They will take you out. They know no mercy. They have no weak spots. They are like cyborgs, okay? I'm telling you guys, be careful, especially those Latin women. Stay the F away. She'd just be like, did you look at my friend? Be like, hell no. Shit. Right now, baby, I am gay, okay? I'm telling you, I'm just, no way. I would never look at your friend. You are the only one for me. Amen, baby Jesus. Thank you. Right? Move along. So here's the issue. We need a capitulation candle. Without a capitulation candle, we will be setting ourselves up for further downside. Right, this is what we need. We need a V bottom right here. This V bottom will drag us out of this puppy. And then you start to put in your Adam and Eve bottom right here, right? Retest, held. Retest, held. Third retest, held. Then we're out of the market, okay? But we all already know where that's at, right? We're going to go over and let's see how close we are. This is our MVT chart. This is the most accurate chart in crypto that does call the bottom. This is the MVT chart, people. If you're not aware of it, you better figure it out. We are moving down. So right now we're at 73 on this. This chart does not reset until you hit 45. The second you hit 51, you need to be looking. You need to be looking for that buying opportunity at 51. Everything I have, all the orders I have placed right now, people, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I have orders placed for a bounce. I have orders placed for a hold between 2,200 and 2,700. And I have those laddered all the way down with the heavier ones down there, 22, 23, 2,400. Because you need this baby. If we get down to 2,300 and we're still above 51, if we're still above 51 and we're at about 2,200, 2,100, okay, at that time, guys, we are going to have our own little come to Jesus party, okay? We're all going to get together. We're going to hug it out. We're going to cry it out, because if we fall to 2K, right? And I'm talking deep 2K, 2,200, 25, 2,200, 2,300, and we're still up in this vicinity. This only means that we are going to break lower into the sub ranges, right? The sub 2K ranges to find baby bull Jesus. We all know that the magic number to hit is 45. You cannot reset this chart without hitting 45, all right? So we're still a long way off, but actually we are very close, because look at how far we fell with that massive capitulation drop that we had. We had this beautiful fallout here, that gorgeous fallout. We are so close, right? And people, you do not understand, just like the Gates is saying, we need real pain. We need those people that bought for 3,000, those people that bought for all, that chunked up all in this massive area right here. Look at all this buying area, right? This was your grandma getting rich, your uncle getting rich. This is everybody and their mother right here getting rich. This right here is a heavy, these are the noobs of crypto. Everybody who bought in here is a noob millionaire, right? All these guys are sitting on these fat stacks. This guy walks around in a robe all day, smokes a cigar, right? Well, he's getting ready to downsize right now because he's about to go blank zero on his freaking crypto. This old noob guy over here is panicking. He's panicking, right? Look at all the buying you had that happened right down in here. We'll show you this on our VPVR chart, right? So we know this. Now, as you all know, if you don't know, you better know that 80% of all cryptocurrencies purchased were purchased between 800 and 1,100 bucks. The mass majority of cryptocurrency was all paid for at $800 to $1,150, right? These were the true pioneers of crypto, the true people who took the real chance to see this go to where we're at today, right? Now, these people, right, to scare them, you're going to have to get down here to the 2K region to scare them to shake out their hands. Okay, because these guys have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, and did I say millions? Wait, millions, hold on, millions of dollars invested in cryptocurrency right down here. And these guys are sitting on heap loads of cash, heap loads of Bitcoin. Okay, if these guys get weak, if these guys dump their bags, this is where it'll get ugly. Now, these guys right here are the ones that we have to worry about. These guys right here are the ones that are going to get shaken out. These ones are the right here are the ones that either got to make up their mind. They're looking at this right now. They're going, man, there's people calling $800. Oh, God, what am I going to do, right? Man, my fucking girlfriend is going to leave me, right? For that guy who actually, has got some muscles. He might have a bigger thingy thing, I mean, I can't keep impressing her with my Bitcoin bag. If my Bitcoin bag is now negative, right? My Bitcoin bag goes negative. I am screwed. And there is a bunch of Bitcoin that was all purchased here, right? We all need to be aware that these people right here are about to get shaken out. All right, these people are going to get shaken out right here, and you're going to see some bags start to get loosened right here. And this is that capitulation drop. I'm looking for some of these people just to say, screw it. Screw this. I'm done, right? I can't take it. Boom, I'm dumping my bag of 10,000 or 5,000 or 3,000 or however many I got, right? I got, I'm sitting on a pile of, it could be 800 Bitcoin. 800 Bitcoin goes a long way. And yes, it can be soaked up pretty damn quick, right? But you got to remember, these are the weak hands we're watching right now. These guys are the guys that have got to have, man, the balls of steel to be holding on to this if they are still holding from this area. But the major bags are all down here lower. Do I think we're going to get down here lower? The time will only tell. The NVT chart will only tell. If the NVT chart does land us down here, and we go sub 2K, you better believe that you are going to see some big bags get shaken out. Okay, and I've showed everybody my chart of doom, right? That everybody has seen the chart of doom, right? Whew, that's nothing, right? My chart of doom doesn't even begin to explain the pain of breaking 2K. My chart of doom goes down to the 2K region right here where baby bull Jesus is, right? And I called this out in March of 2018, right? I called this out 2018. I know you might not believe it. I might gosh, Vamp is so new, right? How in the hell would he call out this area, right? 2000 range back in March 30th of 2018 after he'd only been charting for like a few months? How would he do that? Right? Because it's very simple. It is market dynamics. You have to go back to where the holders are, and the holders are here. We are not finding adoption. We are not getting good news. We are not getting ETFs. Even BACT is not going to help us, right? What we need to help us, and there's only one thing that can get us out of this, and this is value. This is no different than anything, right? Shill can be the very first one to explain this to you. You go to the strip club, you're hanging out there, you got $500 in your pocket, right? Do you want to get a couple sevens? The sevens are cheaper. You can get a couple sevens for a couple hundy, right? Or you can get a 12, but she's going to want all 500 for 15 minutes, right? Shill's the kind of guy. I hope he can do the math right, just like yours truly right here, Vamp does. I will take the 2.5 sevens over the 12 any day, right? Much easier. Trust me, guys. 2 sevens are way better than the 12. So, here is the issue. We got to it's value. We got to find the value. Right? Once we get Bitcoin down to a value, it will start to get scooped back up again, right? It will get holders. People will get back into the market. And we all need this value to be placed right here in this 2000 range. But we can't get that without the confirmation from the NTX chart, right? So listen, here's this. It's this simple, okay? It's this simple. We know exactly where we're at. We know exactly where we're going. We know exactly what we have to do. Any bounce out of here is going to be limited to the 7MA. We know this. you're not going to get up higher than the 7A. You go back to 2014. Every time you guys had a 3-day bleeding green candle, right? Look at this. Bleeding 9. There's the bleeding 9, right? Boom. Right back up to the 7MA and fell out, right? This is what I'm looking for right now. I still think we're right here. I think we're right up here. I don't think we're even close to this. I think we're all the way up here, right? And we're just starting out on this bleeding candle, and then we're going to get a bounce all the way back up to the 3-day 7MA. And as soon as we touch that 3-day 7MA, it's going to be like, ow, get your hand slapped, smack, and then you're going to get the smack all the way down. You'll get the capitulation candle. I am still looking for this beauty of a 3-day candle to get put in right here, right? And guess what? Look at this. See this? This is perfect. I'm going to go back over here. This is just setting up so beautiful because look, this is where we're at right here, okay? There's our 3-day. Look at this. Look at this. Look at where that monthly is. Oh, that monthly, right? There's our monthly right there. This is our monthly. This is where our heaviest support is. You got the wick, you got the wick, you got this 50 MA, right? I still think we can come down to this 50 MA, wick out a little bit deeper, get our bounce out back to the 7MA, and then get our capitulation candle all the way down to Baby Bull Jesus at the 2200 range is one long capitulation candle, maybe some ugly ass wick that'll hang down here like a big ding-a-ling and just get ripped right back up out of us, right? Get back down here, get rejected hard. You know, people pour money back into the market, say, okay, that's it. You know, 2K for a Bitcoin. You know, some alts will probably start to suffer. The issue is breaking down here. I would expect for us to break back up into the 4,700 range. I still think this is where it's got to get tested. You're going to drop down. We're going to hit Baby Bull Jesus. That is going to be found on the weekly chart with the VPVR and then NTV chart. So it's going to be boom, find us down here, catch us, wick through, right? And then maybe even if we do that, we can still see a bam, up, bam, retest, up, and then wick out of this like with a big inverted, like I said, if we were watching the show the other day, we said there's 2 ways out of this. We get an inverse head and shoulders, which is great, and or we get a big capitulation candle with a V bottom snapback. That is the perfect. Then we go back and we test it again. Then we test it again, and then we bounce out. Now, I feel what we'll do is we'll come all the way up here into the 4,000 range. We'll get a bounce all the way up into the 4K range. We'll dink around up here. We'll come back down. We'll retest. We'll come back up. We'll come back down. We'll retest. And if we can hold this, white line right here, if we can hold this on the NVT chart right here, we will be okay. We will have found Baby Bull Jesus. And let me tell each and every single one of you guys, the second we get down to 45K, I will be screaming, amen, hallelujah, baby Jesus. I will be having the bags I've told you guys over and over again. Find your wife, find your neighbor, find your mom, call your grandma, right? When we hit 45 down here on the NVT chart, this is the time to be just like, listen, sell your hamster, sell your cat. I'm sure you can find someone who has some value in a couple goldfish, sell your old underwear, anything you can get money for. This is the time you're going to be looking to put it in crypto when we get down here to sub 45 on this chart. Right? Because we know we're going to be getting right there, super close. Yeah, Lisa's in the house too. What's up, Lisa? All the famous people are here today. Yeah, Lisa, listen, there's a couple you can sell. I know, listen, you got kids, right? Raven, we could lease Raven out. There's a couple, Raven is hot, right? You're a hot mom, Raven's hot. We could definitely lease Raven out for her charting abilities, to say the least, right? So you're going to get all the way down here. When you hit sub 45, we are going to be layering, right? Layering. And we're going to slowly be accumulating. And here's the greatest thing, right? Yeah, see, the problem, Luck, is you can't get crap for a husband. Everybody knows husbands ain't worth shit, right? Puppies, you can get stuff for puppies, fish. Nobody loves husbands, right? Yeah, trust me. Yeah, see, yeah, they're no good. They're broke because if they are divorced, they definitely don't have any money, right? So here's the thing: we know you don't have to panic, though. There's no reason to panic buy. Okay? There is no reason to panic buy because we will come back and possibly retest that area. So you don't have to feel like you missed out on the buying opportunity, right? We know we are not going to miss out because even we know we're going to come back down and potentially test close. And who cares if you miss 5%? Who cares if you miss 10%? It doesn't matter as long as you can buy in at a reasonable rate and hold on, and then you're just going to be fine to hold on through 2019. Now, the most important chart for you that are all worried about where in the hell is crypto going, right? We all talk about this, and I know people saw throw out some crazy numbers out there, right? But here is your Gaussian trend line. This thing is a dynamic, this thing calls dynamic price action. Look, called the top, called the top, called the bottom, called the top, it's about to call the bottom here. And it can't break out. Look, see this? See the breakout? If you are not prepared for the breakout, just like Shill's saying, listen, get ready to buy below because it'll break out just like it did here. Good for the goose, good for the gander, right? So this thing will probably break out the bottom side. If this does break out the bottom side, I will cry like a baby, okay? Especially if we're at 45. But we'll get there when we get there. But I expect for this to come down at least touch, if not to break through the bottom side and then pull back. Look, we'll spend 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks below this, and then you're going to get your snap back above it. Here's the good news. Look where we're sitting, 62,118 smackaroonies. That would put us at an insane all-time high right there. Even if this thing rolls over through all of 2019, this thing just keeps rolling south on us before it does this wave pattern curve like this, right? This beautiful drift track that it made. We would come right back down. Maybe we'll end up at, 26, 28,000. You could even drop down a little lower to 21K. I would still expect us to get down here, putter around, banging on the door. The hard thing to break is going to be 6,500. Once we can get back up and get inside of these lines, the Gaussian trend lines, right? Let me pull these moving averages off here. Once you manage to get back inside of these Gaussian trend lines, everything is okay, right? That's it. You get back inside. Look what happened here. Boom. Missed, up. Hit the mean line, rejected out, the bottom held support, and then that was it. It was off to the races, right? This chart this thing is, I love this thing, right? So, down, break out maybe a little bit on the bottom side, pray it holds, and then back up. A second we get back up, now we're going to test this. We're 57.60. I know you guys have people that are telling you we're going to break back up and out and wait for that $1,000 dildo that's going to happen. Listen, the only time that we will have $1,000 diller candle, it is coming. We are going to get this big green candle, but first we got to find the bottom. And we can't find the bottom until we get down to the bottom of the MVT chart. But a bounce right now, at the most, you're going to get a 500-point bounce back up to the 3,600 where you have your 7 MA parked and waiting for you. Here it is. Let's bring this back up. There it is. Okay, get off there. Come on. Off. All right, there it is. There's your 7 MA. This is your 7 MA. This should be your plot for where you think a retrace, right? 3,600. And now you can break up over this, play around a little bit, but I still think we're going to come back up here. At one point, we're going to come down. Maybe we hit the 3K, out of 3K, up to the top here. Could even be 2,700. Bounce up, hit this wave, hit this again. Then this will give us our capitulation candle down to the bottom. That's what we're going to be looking for. That's how we're going to be playing. Now, warning to everybody. If we flip this into a green 1 right now without hitting the NVT chart required area, okay, I'm telling you, we're going to have to come back. We're going to have to rethink this. All right, we're definitely going to have to rethink this. Let's talk about the near term here. I'm expecting us to pull back up. This looks like a wave 1, 2, into this wave 3 here, 4, 5. Hopefully get down to a regular wave 5. Get down here to the 50 MA. Right, get us this little bounce up here to 3,600. Gonna move this thing down. Right, get that little bounce up to 3,600 there. Then get our final drop down to Baby Bull Jesus. This is the plan. This is what I expect to happen. This is what I want to see happen. Might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, but this is the plan. We're clearly not getting a massive bounce off of the 200 MA. Right? And I just saw a chart, and I think I forgot who it was. He was just saying, would you short this? I mean, would you long this? Listen, this is when you go back here, and we're just looking at this, right? I want you to see this. So listen, when you, if you were to just take this as a snapshot right here, right? Just this snapshot. Let me pull this up. Hold on a second. I'm going to grab this. Pull it right there. All right. If you were to just take this, right, and you could only see, watch this. Hold on. Wait for it. Right? If this is all you could see right here, right, would you long that? Would you go long on that? The question is, a lot of people would go long on that. Okay, a lot of people would go very long on this right here. This, to me, is a beautiful reversal candle. You got the green 9. You got a lot of things happening right here. And then you get this wicked bounce out of here. And you're thinking, that's it. This is it. We're going home run. This thing is going to just take this is it. I found the bottom. Woohoo! Right? You look at this. Look at this fall right here. You see this beautiful fall. Right? You're like, oh man, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, done. I'm going to the moon. I'm getting paid. I can't wait to buy this Lambo. I'm going to buy a Lambo for my dog. I'm going to buy a Lambo for my goldfish. Everybody you just sold for Bitcoin, right? You think this thing is going to go absolutely crazy, right? And then boom. You just got wrecked. I mean, just wrecked. Right? Dude, you are like literally in tears. If you had any kind of a leverage position, you were destroyed. You were liquidated. Up, done, over. Okay. So I saw a chart. Somebody just posted up a chart. Would you long that? I mean, would you short this or would you long this? And they had it inverse. I'm like, yeah, last time the people who said the same damn thing and posted the same damn chart all got their asses wrecked, right? They all got their asses wrecked right here. And look, you can do this. You can count out a 1, 2. Yeah, see, I can't. It's hard for me to count out a 3 in here, right? I have a tough time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your wave 5, right? I still think this is going to be a possible extended wave 5. Now, this might be this is just ugly right here. God, this is ugly. This is so ugly. Because we should have already bounced out of this. We should have already did a recovery bounce and then come back down. And that's not what's happening. The reason why it's not happening is because not a single freaking exchange can help you anymore. There's no more exchanges to rescue you and your broken bags. There's nobody out there who can print Tether right now. Right now, they can't print Tether. They all know they're going to go to jail soon, right? They're all on the run. All those guys have lawyered up. They're like protecting their asses. They all know that shit's freaking that party's come to an end. Every single one of those guys know that they are in trouble, right? Yeah, I want to see Arthur Hayes come back to America. I want to see these guys come back to America in 2019. Ain't happening. They ain't going to be nobody coming to America in 2019 because the second one of those guys lands here, his ass is getting freaking hauled up to the SEC and they're going to bust that guy's balls like nobody's business, right? All right, now we do have a death cross going down on us. I'm sorry, we don't. We have a death cross. We have another death cross coming between the 100 and the 200 MA. This is not going to play out for a little while. It's too far away. We need death crosses to happen close, just like these two right here on the weekly. Oh, there's our weekly right there. There's our weekly death cross. Like, we need it to happen on top of the price action. This is way too high. This death cross, when it happens, ain't going to do shit, ain't going to affect anybody, ain't going to hurt anything, right? One more reg down. Let's get this over with. Let's find baby bull Jesus. Listen, all I'm asking is be safe in here, play safe, trade safe. You know where the top is. You know where we're looking for the bottom. You know if we break out the bottom side of that bottom, you're in trouble. Every single one of you guys should have an NVT chart pulled up on your daily, pulled up on Bitstamp. I don't ever want to hear one of you guys who follows me say they didn't know where the bottom was, because this is the only chart that you need right now in crypto to find the bottom. NVT on the daily with Bitstamp. There you go. Draw it out. 45, 51. Those are the levels you need. I am the Vamp. This has been fun. I am from Until 1 Mil, and I am out.